Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio number 390. My name is Mel Popeye Moss, and my co-host, Mel O.G. Robbins. We are with Sons of Liberty Riders MC, who sponsors this show each and every week. And Mel has got the most sensitive microphone in the world at his place. He's talking to us via cell phone from McKinney, Texas, which is what, Mel, about 60 miles away?
60 miles.
There you go.
You got it.
It's modern technology at work. But every once in a while, we'll post a picture up here of OG so you can kind of see him. And I think I hope pretty soon he's going to be moving over our direction, and we can be doing the show each and every week from the studio here. And
that's the plan.
There you go. And and as you can tell, I'm still recovering from my cancer surgery. I still have stitches inside my mouth, and at times it makes it hard for me to talk and pronounce certain words. But I will certainly attempt to do the best I can. And Mel, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. They took my last 2 stitches out Thursday.
I'm waiting on mine to dissolve.
And they want to see me again in 3 weeks. So
there you go. Yeah, and
what can I say?
Yeah. Well, yours is over with while mine continues. But we'll talk about that at a later date. Mel, I heard you've got some news about.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising. I mean, it kind of set me back in my chair now. The first thing I want to say is I know we are all law-abiding citizens.
Oh yeah,
every one of us. Okay, so let's keep that in mind as I make this announcement. But it's certainly something to think about, because we know that we all tend to think about some nefarious things on occasion.
Yeah.
But this is from Millie Thompson. She posted this about 4 hours ago on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, from another Texas attorney, please be aware that Texas Governor Abbott has declared a state of disaster, so the following provision is now activated. Pay attention.
Oh, boy.
Texas Penal Code Section 12.50. Punishment increases by 1 degree for all assaults, arsons, robberies, burglaries, criminal trespasses, and thefts committed anywhere in Texas.
Good Lord.
Control your temper. Don't take another person's stuff. And if someone asks you to leave, better leave. The punishment is more severe right now.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
So. And especially in the biker community, where there are some law enforcement officials out there just laying for you, waiting for you to do something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
You can damn sure be confident they are aware of this being enacted.
There's nothing like ratcheting it up, is there?
Oh yeah, yep. So everyone be aware, please.
Never let a good crisis go to waste, even if you're a Republican governor. Right?
Good grief. Yep.
So that means everybody keep your cool out there. And don't be doing anything you shouldn't do, because now they can add to whatever they plan to get you over, or whatever they plan to do.
That's right.
Oh, man.
And this could be a good weekend to get yourself in trouble. I mean,
yeah.
The sheeple out there are going freaking crazy.
Crazy.
Fighting over toilet paper, parking spots, There was someone talking on the radio that was witnessing. Now the new rage is they're hitting the gas stations with extra gas cans.
Oh no!
They're starting to hoard gasoline. Now you got to figure, what the hell? I mean, if their justification for cases on cases of toilet paper, water, and whatever the hell else, because they might be self-quarantined. Well, if you're quarantined, what do you need gasoline for the car for? But apparently, the frenzy is now on to gas up and get extra gasoline.
Oh, my God. Hey, Mel, before we get too deep into the coronavirus thing, and we're going to get deeper into it, let me point out that the Daytona Bike Week is going on this weekend. It has been going on all week. And, and,
one of the few things they haven't canceled.
That's one of the things they haven't canceled. Now, they don't have there are people out there in Daytona that are yelling, cancel it now, cancel it now. You know, after they've already got thousands of people there, they've got vendors, they've got all this stuff going on, and all these plans for this weekend. And of course, the news media is reporting that, hey, look, they're not paying any attention to keeping their social distance from each other. They're, in other words, they don't have a corona stick.
I was going to say, if Florida was being run by the communists like California is, California has mandated and prohibited any gathering of 500 or more people.
Mel. Okay, OG. Well, first of all, let me finish up with Daytona Beach, because I've heard here that that today they had coleslaw wrestling at the Cabbage Patch Bar. Now that's where these women are wrestling in 2,000 pounds of shredded cabbage with oil.
Now, making kimchi.
I don't know about you, but it sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
That may be an idea for one of our events. Just saying. But, hey, things are rolling on there. There are people calling for them to pull permits and send them packing this weekend. Well, we haven't heard that has happened. I've seen posts where they say it's happening, but I haven't seen anything that's really confirmed in the news media out there. So as far as I can tell, as of this afternoon, they're still in full swing out there, and will be until Sunday, unless they start pulling the permits from the vendors and sending them on their way. And man, I don't doubt that might happen, but man, there's going to be some pissed off people that are on their way there now.
Oh yeah, and I mean, did you see? Like the rodeo in Houston. I mean, you got vendors that have been just screwed now.
Yeah. And I'll bet you, unlike Mark Cuban, of the owner of the Mavericks basketball team, who said they're going to take care of their vendors and people that work the concession stands, I'll bet you that don't happen with that rodeo.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
They were talking about people that, they show up with their entire inventory to be sold at this event. They do not have a website to sell from or any kind of a storefront. They're entirely dependent on activities like this to sell their goods. And they typically invest everything they have to buy an inventory for an event. And now they got all their money tied up in inventory that they can't sell. Yeah.
This is incredible what we see going on. But as far as I know, Mel, I was checking out today. I haven't seen any biker events that are canceled over the coronavirus. I haven't seen anything that's been canceled. Have you heard of anything?
No, not a thing. It, but the like California, they could sure pass some kind of a mandate where they ban public activities that exceed a certain number of people.
Well,
I mean, that could be the next step.
let me tell you what I saw this afternoon, since they said they're banning gatherings. I think what now? Over 500? Is that what I heard today?
Yep.
Okay. So as I'm driving around town here, and I'm driving past Razzo's at lunchtime and other places. Now, their parking lots are full. And I know that the Razzo's close to me probably holds 200 people. And the place is packed. Now, what's the difference whether you have 60,000 people or 40,000 people, 20,000 people in a stadium, but yet you have them in bars and restaurants all over town, probably exceeding 60,000, 100,000.
Oh yeah, and packed grocery stores.
Yeah. I have yet here, unlike that I saw in Italy last night, where people were in line keeping their distance from each other. Hell, here they're just in there nuts to butts fighting over toilet paper. It's incredible. And water. And now you're telling me gas. I mean, and I hate to hear that, but luckily gas is cheap right now and plentiful. There's no reason for that.
I don't know how cheap it's going to be for how long. I heard Trump, he gave a talk this afternoon when he declared a national state of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
He has ordered the government to totally fill the national oil reserves. He said the price was right. He wanted to energize the oil industry here in the States. Hopefully that's not going to drive prices up, but
I don't think that will, because Russia, the thing with oil is a fight between the Saudis and Russia. I wrote about this the other day. They're in a big battle with each other. And the Saudis flooded the market with cheap oil. Now that does affect our people here that do fracking. But we're going to have to weather the storm. I don't know how. I mean, the Saudis still have enough oil for the next 100 years. So we'll see how far that battle goes. It's incredible.
Well, and speaking of Russia,
mm-hmm.
I don't think there's been anything in the news about this virus having any effect in Russia.
I hadn't either.
They're either keeping it real quiet, or there's no need to create the panic over there.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand, this COVID-19, which Mel, and I know we're off of biker stuff right now, and we're talking about this virus, but it does affect us all. This coronaviruses have been around since the 60s. This COVID-19 is just another strain of it. It behaves a little bit differently and attacks you a little bit differently. But there's been far worse viruses than this, that we didn't have this kind of panic. And number one was the swine flu. Mel, 22 million Americans got the swine flu. There were 4,000 deaths from the swine flu. Obama didn't make a move till there was 1,000 deaths when he declared an emergency. So, in comparison, what we see going on, and what we've had today, I think as of this morning, we had 40 deaths.
Yeah.
and we're in this kind of panic?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you know, the flu is a virus, the common cold is a virus, and as a matter of fact, I've read many times the only reason they can't come up with a vaccine for the common cold is it keeps growing into some new strain.
Yeah.
But, you know, colds cause respiratory problems a whole bit. The common cold could be declared a pandemic.
Yeah.
Along with regular flu. And there are more deaths created from the flu
Exactly.
and from colds going into respiratory pneumonia than what this has done so far. So, you know, the plot thickens. You got to wonder what in the hell is really going on here. I mean, this is not like the Black Plague crawling across the land, leaving hundreds of thousands of people dead.
Yeah.
But you've got every idiot in the world out there buying multiple cases of toilet paper, sweeping the aisles clean of all bottled water.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever the hell else. I mean,
hand sanitizer.
The sheeple mentality out there is just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I have lost faith in humanity.
You know, Mel, our enemies have got to be looking at us, and they have to be amazed at how easy the public in this country panics. And not only this country, around the world. Now, there are hot spots with this coronavirus. I mean, China, South Korea, Italy, and soon to be Germany. So, I mean, there are hot spots. And, you know, Trump has done the right thing. And sure, there may have been caught a little bit flat-footed, but because that's the way our CDC was designed, and now they're finding out, well, we're not getting out test kits fast enough through the old system. Are those dogs fighting with each other again?
Somebody's home. I'm muting.
Okay. All right. We'll wait. So anyway, yeah, hey, Mel, you know, I know everybody hates it. Well, not everybody. But there are some within our ranks that don't like it when we get too political. But you know what? That's what this is. Every bit of it is political. We have people that are actually cheerleading for the virus and for the economy to go into the tank so they can get at the president. And in turn, you know, I mean, my God, you would think we could pull together for once instead of the continual finger pointing and bitching. Go ahead.
I had a thought. The only reason Trump declared a national state of emergency was to position himself better politically because he saw how the media and the liberals were attempting to set him up.
Yeah.
I mean just a thought here, but you know, I mean, come on. But again, I don't see tens of thousands of people dropping dead. The hospitals are not overflowing. People have temperatures. They're achy. You know, how many people do you know have it? I don't know anybody.
I don't either.
You know, and yeah, people are getting it just like they get the flu, just like they get a cold, like an allergy, whatever. You know, I have seen nothing serious enough to justify the hell that is going on in this country right now and the mass panic.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And there is mass panic. I mean, I went and got a haircut, and that's all everyone was talking about was, geez, I can't find any hand sanitizer, or this or that. Everything's sold out, and what are we going to do? And I said, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to the gym later.
Yeah.
My God, that's what I did.
Yeah, and Mel, I'm in a high risk category because of my recent bout with cancer and what's going to happen over the next month with further treatments. So I'm one of them that could be affected by this virus, but I'm not going to live my life to the point where I'm going to be just nailed to the house. I'm going to get out and do the things I need to do, and just depend on the Lord to protect me. And I'll keep my distance and that kind of stuff. I'll practice the things they say to do. Wash my hands all the time. Try and keep my hands off my face, which is really, really hard for me to do because I tend to sleep with one of my hands on my face. It's something that I got accustomed to while I was in the Navy, and I didn't have a pillow. My hand was my pillow for the first 2 years on shipboard until I got rated. So, as a matter of fact, I don't think it took that long. I think about a year and a half. Anyway, that's another story. I'll tell it sometime. But just the things we've seen go on. You want to shoot that dog?
Yeah, let's.
He's muted his mic again. Gus, you're a good dog, man. You're just sitting down there and sleep.
I've gone into another room.
Okay.
I have barricaded myself.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just the things we're seeing go on, and like I said, it's all political driven. The media. I mean, did you see that press conference with the president today with all those executives from Walmart,
oh, yeah.
CVS?
Yeah.
Did you?
Target was there, Walmart, CVS, you name it, Walgreens.
I mean, did you hear the assholes from the fake media? I mean, all it was one trap question after the other. I mean, the president has has multiple doctors that take care of him. And if they think he needs a test, they'll damn sure make sure he gets a test. And it's like everything else. If you think you've got it, call your doctor. If you're having the symptoms, call your doctor and get them to give you some guidance. But they don't mean for everybody to go into a panic and run out there and get a test. Like right now, I've got hay fever out the wazoo, Mel. Hell, my nose is running off.
Oh, yeah. Crap. My nose was running. I'm coughing.
Yeah.
But I know what it's from.
Yeah. I get this every year.
But I'll tell you what.
Oh, wait a minute, Mel. That's the reason during this time of year, I wear a bandana around my face.
Oh,
Thank God I'm not in Louisiana.
Oh, man. They'd have you so far back in there, they'd have to pipe sunlight in.
So, like we said, we hadn't heard of anything major that's been canceled by any biker group out there. Maybe there will be at some point. I know there's a COCI meeting coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Next Sunday, Region 2 is having their meeting
Mm-hmm.
in Royce City at Southern Junction at 2:00.
Yeah.
And I would have to say, and this probably needs to change because the Council of Clubs, a lot of the big regions meet on the same
Yeah.
day of the week, same day of the month, and it makes it extremely difficult when we get invited to other regions for various reasons to leave our region. Because I know Austin, I think, has their COC meeting next Sunday. Houston, I think, maybe does it on Saturday now. I'm not real sure,
Mm-hmm.
but you can check. Everyone's got a Facebook site. Every region has a Facebook site. You can check it out on the Facebook sites. But everyone needs to go.
Yeah.
Because we are getting ready for this next legislation, even though it isn't until next year. Now is the time to attack.
Yep. Yeah. Mel, if they see me, because I am high risk, for me, it's the Wuhan foot shake. So be practicing. We're going to be going Wuhan on everybody. We'll try and get video of it. Oh, man. What in the world? I mean, all these places Florida's called a state of emergency. All these states, and they really don't have the numbers for that I think for a state of emergency.
Well, see, when they do that, all kinds of funds get triggered.
Yeah.
When Trump did it, he triggered a $50 million fund, or $50 billion fund.
Yeah.
That is now available to all of the states.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad idea to have the funding, to help people out. It's not a bad idea, just as long as you're not, making anything permanent, a new entitlement. That goes on.
That's what you got to be careful of.
And that's what the Democrats are trying to do. Never let a good crisis go to waste.
Make everyone dependent on the government.
That's right. And I'm sorry if, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, we got to be who we are. Period.
That's right.
So, Mel, we got anything else we left untouched there? There's not a lot right now to talk about. The primaries are over. Now we got to concentrate on the November election. We've got to work with the people that are in our corner, and we've got things to do for the rest of this year. And as soon as I'm healed up a little bit more, and I know this has taken a while, and I apologize to everybody for that, but, hey, you can't rush this stuff. It is what it is. And we pray for everybody out there that's suffering from cancer, that's suffering from maybe a motorcycle wreck, and anybody that's ill, whether it be from this crazy virus or just everyday life and stuff that happens. Remember, we're working for you. We are a constitutional group. We are defenders of the Constitution and those who've had their constitutional rights violated. Now, if you don't tell us about it, we don't know that that's happened to you. So you can reach us at gunbarreltx@gmail.com. GUNBARRELTX gmail.com. Anything you want to add, Mel? OG?
Well, I was going to say, with the elections coming up,
Mm-hmm.
if we've got candidates out there that are pro-Constitution, pro-Second Amendment, pro-First Amendment,
Oh, yeah.
that would like to come on the show with us and talk to our audience, get in touch with us at that same email address, gunbarreltexas@gmail.com, and give us a phone number. We'll give you a call and chat about it, and maybe we'll have some fun.
That's gunbarreltx@gmail.com, and I'll have it at the end of this video.
Okay, great.
We want everybody to stay safe, whether it's a virus or from those nuts that are driving those cars and texting, or even 18-wheelers. We get a good look at all of them when we're doing our traveling down the road. And man, there ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing better. Buy you a motorcycle, preferably a Harley Davidson.
Amen.
With that, oh gee. Have a good evening. We'll see you next week.
Be safe.
Right,
Watch out
safe.
for the loonies.
That's right. Go buy you some toilet paper.
And if you come over, bring your own roll.
That's right. Later. Bye-bye.
Good night.